College, I dated a very traditional Christian man who asked me at one point, how do you feel about after you graduated, we just immediately got married and you were a stay-at-home wife and you didn't have to work? I was honestly offended by that question because I was so passionate about this thing that I was getting a degree in that I was just so eager to enter the workforce and do this thing that I loved and get money for it. Fast forward to today, I've graduated, we broke up, I'm now working in the profession of the thing that I got a degree in, and I changed my mind.
I guarantee you.
I changed my mind.
That guy's winning.
I don't want to do it anymore. I'm done.
I had a chat with a friend of mine last night who was complaining about how women don't want to be housewives anymore and they just want to have a career and they want to work and they want to hustle. And it was just insane because I looked at him and I was like, who on earth wants to work? And he was like, every woman, they want to work, they don't want to be at home, like they don't want to be taking care of the kids and whatever. And I was like, name me one woman that wants to work right now. Like there's no woman on earth that just wants to work and hustle and whatever. Like it doesn't.
The girlies are quitting their jobs. McKinsey just released their Women at Work Report 2024 edition, and what they found is that about a third of women are planning to leave their jobs.
Pretty much every video I post about careers, I get a ton of comments from people saying, I just don't want to work. Like I wish, I don't know, no job sounds appealing to me because I just don't want to work.
Bro, to be honest, this is why a lot of this is just a waste of time. It's just a waste of time. Like so many women, they spend years of their lives working towards something that they just hate, and they waste all of their prime years. All of their prime childbearing years are just gone so they can learn how to do a job that they eventually hate. Like that's what it is, bro. Because usually this is what you always see. You see women going to college, where they graduate at 22, 23, whatever. They end up getting into the workforce, they start partying and doing all of this. And then usually around that 30 mark, they realize, oh, you know what, this working, I don't really like it, man. It's not as fun as I thought. You know, I thought I'd be a big boss CEO at Balenciaga, but I guess not, dude. It's actually a lot harder than I thought. So I think I'm just gonna settle down with the Beta Bob. She has a really weird voice. I don't know what's wrong with her. But man, that is just exactly what happens over and over and over. So many times it just ends up being a waste of time completely. When imagine if instead you just started a family, you turned 20 years old and you started a family, you could easily have 5 kids before you're 30. But no, I want a boss babe at Balenciaga. That's what I want to do.
A lot of women have daddy issues. Because what I just experienced, out of here. I went to a coffee shop in New York with my friend. We were sitting and we sat next to these 2 girls. They were talking loud as obnoxious as shit. But out of the whole conversation, what we heard was my husband is quitting his job and he's going to 6 months in academy to be a cop. And do you know how much they make? Like $45,000. And he asked me if I can just help support him for like those 6 months and go to work. I don't know what the he thinks I am, but I'm not doing that. So I can literally find somebody tomorrow to like replace him because he must be out of his mind. Me and my friend were like, what the f? And my friend is a guy and he was like, yo, this is what I run into. These are the type of females. And surprisingly, she got married. That guy, that poor guy. I hope he goes to the academy and she leaves him.
Yeah, bro. It's the typical modern woman delusion. That's all that is. It's crazy just the difference in quality between the men and women. Because really, I think there are significantly more quality men than quality women. Because you have guys like this, he's set on his path, he knows what he wants. He's gonna have a stable job for the rest of his life. And for some reason, this chick thinks she's better than him. Like, for why? For what? And this chick isn't willing to put in any effort into your relationship. She's not willing to give anything. That's the thing, bro. So many women today, they do not want to build. They just want to move in. That's it, man. That's the thing. It makes it so much more difficult when you have built something, you have worked on yourself, you've created a life for yourself, but you remember how you were treated before you had everything built. So many of these chicks, bro, they wouldn't even look your way if you didn't build what you did. And that's why so many guys, they get to this mindset where they're so icy cold with women, especially the guys that have made something of themselves and they've had to work for their dating access. I heard this saying a while ago that you can either love women or understand them, but you can't do both. And there's definitely some truth in that, bro.
So I saw this interview of a guy asking a girl what she brings to the table, and her response is exactly why men are tired of dating. She basically said she doesn't have to bring anything to the table and got offended that he even asked her that question. This entitled mindset is why men are walking away from dating. Here's what I realized. Men have been taught since birth how to treat women, but we as women are taught our entire lives how to be treated by a man, not how to treat a man. Like, think about it. From the time we're little girls, we're told what we deserve, what we should expect, what standards we should have, but nobody teaches us what we should give, how we should support, or what we should contribute. Men from a very early age learn about respect, providing, protecting, leading, and making a woman feel valued. But what are women learning? How to receive, demand, expect, and be catered to? We're taught that we're queens who deserve to be worshipped, but nobody teaches us how to be the type of woman worth worshiping. And the dating advice women get from other women is so toxic. We have this mentality, if he won't, then someone else will. So if he won't pay for your dates or buy you expensive gifts or treat you like a queen, then guess what? Someone else will. Like, that's basically the dating advice for women, and it's so messed up. Like, imagine if the roles were reversed and men were like, if she can't cook or won't clean or support or respect me, then someone else will. Women would lose their freaking mind.
The thing is, that is what's happening today. You know, you see the huge pushback, you know, with guys like Tate, Myron, channels like mine, all that. And it's literally men just saying, yeah, if you're not going to respect me, I'm not going to be in a relationship with you. If you don't fall in line, you're not going to cook and clean, we're not going to be in a relationship. I'm not going to spend time with you. I'm going to move on. That's the thing with a lot of the red pill stuff today. In a way, it is just a response. It's just a response to how mad the world has gotten, how delusional the women have become. But it's obviously making a change, and we're making a bigger and bigger dent as time goes on. So really, we just got to keep it up, bro. I want to hear more and more stories about, you know, guys walking away from dates, guys putting their foot down, guys having standards and boundaries. I want to see all of this. We have to shift the culture.
97% of women would rather go to jail than admit fault. You think I'm lying? Penn State University, July 15, 2025. The study investigates a hypothesis that a significant portion of the population, particularly women, may consciously prefer incarceration to the psychological and social burden of admitting fault. 3,292 women, 3,854 men. Among female participants, 97.4% consistently chose being incarcerated over admitting fault. 11.4% of men chose incarceration over admitting fault.
That is the most woman thing I've ever heard.
Anyways, I forgot how fun it was having a crush. I know I told you guys I'm not dating. I was pretty ambitious. I was like, I'm not dating for a year. And that's true. I am not dating, but I have been on dates. I'm just rejecting 99.9% of them, but I did say yes to this one date. Honestly, I don't even know how much I want to talk about this online. My crush obviously knows that I post on here. They also know that I like them, but it's so new, and I just don't know how much detail I want to give yet. But it is so fun.
Oh my God, holy crap, man! I could feel it. The brain cells are melting out my ears, bro. I can't. Now I'm getting a headache, bro. The sickness is getting worse. Something that's so crazy with this is, man, there's so many women today where their entire personality is just being single. What? Like, actually, you literally just spend your time going from guy to guy. You don't do anything else. You don't have hobbies. You just are single. It's just crazy, man. We're cooked. It's just cooked, bro. I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm gonna pass out.
Ladies, if you don't want your man to actually lose feelings for you, you need to do these 3 things. First, you need to stop criticizing him, because you constantly telling him what he's doing too much of or what he's not doing enough of is only going to demotivate him from actually working on it and doing more for you. The second thing is you not showing him respect. If you're not respecting him all the time, he's not going to stick around for long. And the third thing is you constantly competing with him instead of completing him. You don't need to make more money than him. You don't need to be as good at certain things as him. It doesn't matter. You guys are a team. Start acting like it and start complimenting him and actually pushing him to do better instead of trying to tear him down so you can be better than him.
Okay, bro, here's the thing. This is so dual-sided, and you almost never hear people talk about this. So the thing is, for a relationship to work, she has to respect you. She has to respect you and look up to you, okay? But if you are not respectable, you don't run your own life, you have all these addictions, and you need to be told what to do, then bro, you deserve to be in a relationship like that. You deserve to be with a woman that runs your life and tells you what to do all the time, because you aren't fulfilling your role. You aren't leading. But on the other side of this, if you are that respectable man, you are on your grind, you are doing all of this, and you are with a woman that disrespects you and tries to command you and tell you what to do, that is not okay. I really feel like so many people, they say, oh, it's just one or the other. But nah, bro, there are a bunch of beta dudes today that genuinely need to be told what to do. And when you're in that situation, it's much more so like a mother-son kind of relationship. It will pretty much always just lead to misery. It leads to divorce, it leads to cheating, it leads to no respect. Do not be that guy. And bro, if you need to be told what to do by a woman, then you get what you deserve, bro. Really, if you don't run your life, someone else will.